This week on the show, we're going to be looking at what makes you a real mountain biker.
We're hearing the very first Team Rumours, and we're talking about do you dig your own trails?
It's Friday.
It's bike time.
It's the Dirt Shed Show.
Let's do it. Okay, what I want to discover this week is what makes you a real mountain biker. Now, personally, I think if you've got a mountain bike and you go out and ride, you're a mountain biker, but is it that easy?
Well, that is true, but I think to really qualify as a mountain biker, you've got to break your shoulders.
Oh God, that's extreme. You are definitely
It's common,
a real
it's very
mountain
common.
biker.
I don't think that's really fair because, you know, not everybody wants to go out and break their shoulders. Okay,
No,
maybe
that's
it's an
fair.
ingredient the further you get on in your mountain bike riding. But one thing that I really think makes you a real mountain biker is building your own trails.
Yeah, maintaining them. Yeah.
Somebody's got to do it. I know it's generally groups of friends and clubs, things like that, but yeah, I think everyone needs to chip in, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, there's definitely a difference of opinion across the panel here of what makes you a real mountain biker, but it'd be great to know what makes you a real mountain biker. Let us know in the comment section below.
One thing that I've seen in the news that really relates to this building thing is the fact that Neko Mulally has actually been building his own bike park on the east coast of America. It's called Windrock Bike Park. There's some big jumps, flow lines, and it looks a lot of fun. And he's actually going to be holding a 2 series race on it.
Oh, I bet that'll be cool. And this is actually a bit of a thing now, isn't it? The pros are starting to take control of or build their own parks. Danny Hart, of course, world downhill champion. He's doing that here in the UK.
Yeah, and Dan Atherton, he's built the hardline track and also building his own bike park with some massive jumps. So it's actually really cool to see the pros get involved in this, isn't it?
It is, it is. Now, talking about pros, actually, this week we did receive a rather amazing email.
Tell me more.
Yeah, well, it's written right there. Why didn't you have a look at that top line there, Neil?
Yeah, hi guys, I'm very sad, unhappy face, emoji. I've been watching, but you haven't mentioned my new YouTube vlog on your show.
Who's this guy?
Cedric Gracia. Do we know him?
I've heard of him.
Think we do.
I've heard of him.
That's right, the Dirt Shed got an email from Cedric Gracia himself, giving us an example of an Insta banger, a progression session, a bike vault, although he didn't put much effort into his bike vault photo.
I've got to say, if there's one thing that I'm going to pull him up on, it's a bike vault. You know, he's not got the backdrop, his seat's up high.
It's a nice.
Yeah, it's a nice. The bike's good, but the background's let him down. So Cedric needs to do some work, but it is lovely to hear from a top legend of the sport.
Absolutely.
Rampage winner.
Old teammate of yours back in the day?
Yeah. Nice to hear from you, Cedric.
So last week we were talking about our very first mountain bikes and people have got in touch. Richard Iben had a Rally Mustang Mark 1, the two-tone one. Remember that?
Yeah, loved that bike.
Nice
loved
bike.
it. That was the first mountain bike I
Now,
saw.
the only one in this list I've heard of, and it comes from Ben MC Bike, and he says, my first bike was a Specialized rock hopper, full rigid.
Fully rigid.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
That was my
wasn't it?
first proper mountain bike. Loved it. It
Kevin
might
Peter.
have been a stump jumper. I can't remember.
Kevin Peter had a 1987 Muddy Fox Courier. That's pre my days, that is.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what,
that's
you
awesome.
boys are really showing your age.
Now, if you're a regular on the GMBN channel, then you'll know that Neil here just loves giving stuff away in his unboxing videos.
And Nicolas Maschiaja is saying, who has won the dropper post?
Full capitals.
Lots of exclamation marks. Well, here are the 3 lucky winners for this Crank Brothers Highline Dropper seat post. The first one is Harris Van from America. The next is Chris Stoker from Great Britain. And the last one is Istvan Tomkovics in Hungary. They're coming your way.
Your winners.
And I'm sorry, Nicolas, he didn't win. Maybe next time, keep watching.
Oh, I feel for Nicholas. He's like asked the question praying it's him. And he
Yeah,
didn't.
I didn't get it.
Sorry, man, next time. It's time for a session where I would like to see some blooming progression. What we got, Neil?
Right, the first one comes from Dale Lyons and he's built this 10-metre gap jump.
10 metres.
It's pretty
That's a
big.
whopper, isn't it?
Let's have a look. 10 metres.
It's going
really?
fast.
Oh, ooh,
Oh, nice.
that is big.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
And I tell you what, he got the landing perfect.
Yeah, that was. Well, I asked for some progression and that was it, wasn't it? Is there any more, Scott? We've got a little bit more progression this week.
Okay, so this one comes from Jake Allen. He says, hi, I'm 15. I ride a 2016 Canyon Strive 6.0, and about 2 months ago, I was scared of this double. I literally had the fear of them, and now I'm doing this.
Wow.
So let's take
have
a look.
Let's have a look. Oh, it looks serious.
Got the first one nice. Whoa, that was sweet.
That's big as well.
Yeah, there's some big jumps in the progression session this
Awesome.
week.
This is exactly what I like seeing in
Yeah.
progression session, where people are really pushing the limits. It could be a jump, it could be a berm, it could be anything. But
Wow.
we want to see them.
Talking about pushing limits, sometimes people go too far.
Oh no.
Get ready.
What is it?
Bales.
Oh.
Oh, this is amazing. Look, he's coming down this trail, right? How quickly can things go wrong? That quickly. Have you ever seen someone fall off so fast as that? I literally, I thought,
Can we rewind? I want to see that again and just work out what happened.
Everything's fine.
Jump's good.
No, it's not.
No. So, should we watch another couple?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do them.
Run VT.
This week, Rachel Atham won something else. She won the BT Sports Action Woman Award.
Yeah, she beat some big names. It was presented to her by Claire Balding. Dame Sarah Story got knocked down. Laura Kenny couldn't beat her. Rachel took the win.
And what's cool about this is the fact that this is publicly voted. So the mountain bike community really came together and gave Rachel as many votes as she could get.
Yeah, it's amazing really because it shows the amount of love and respect Rachel gets from all of the riders in the cycling community. Well done, you guys, for voting for her.
I think she should like enter the lottery. She's winning everything.
Yeah. She's up for a big lottery win.
It is now time, though, for viewer edits.
Oh.
So let's take a look at the very first one.
Yeah,
Some great
this
things.
is Grant Willie Banks, and he's riding in Bentonville, Arkansas, USA.
Thanks for sending it in, man.
Got to say, he asked if we thought we liked it, and we do.
Definitely. Super nice video. And to finish off our viewer edits this week, we've got DJ and his mates in Tyler, in Texas, US, having a great ride.
He finishes his email with saying, huge fan of the channel, myself, DJ, Mark, Thomas and Roland are all subbed to it.
Yeah, thanks man. Always love seeing your viewer edits. Keep filming your riding and sending them in to dirtshed@GMBN so we can see them and we can put it out there and you could be movie stars.
Okay, now for one of my favourite times of year. Silly season has officially started.
Whoa, what makes it so silly?
Well, it's Team Rumours, where people are going, new teams, new sponsors, new bikes, what they're testing, and I get quite into this actually, I've got to say.
Yeah, and there's some big riders, isn't there, moving teams.
So we're getting announcements now when people leave teams, not when they join teams. We've heard Loris Vergier and Lucas Shaw have both left their teams.
Coincidentally, on the same day.
We have heard rumours of them both joining the same team, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Santa Cruz Syndicate.
Sounds pretty
Been
possible.
some people spotted on Santa Cruz's, so
Yeah,
it could be
and
happening.
we know that Steve Peets, well, he's retired, hasn't he?
That is true.
And then also Josh Bryceland, we're not sure quite what he's doing just yet.
That's a pretty big team, I'd say, with those boys
Yeah,
on there.
strong. That would be
very
strong.
good.
Greg and those boys, very cool.
And then I spotted another one. This is a bit of a cheeky one on Instagram. I saw that Loic Bruni put up a picture of him and Sam Blenkinsop together.
Yeah.
And a whole host of pros have actually commented Team Rumours. You just need one more teammate and that's the whole team right there. So does that suggest that maybe Blenkinsop is going to specialise?
Love all these rumours, very exciting.
Yeah, it's nice to see the guys coming out on their new bikes, but hopefully being announced by the new teams, not the old ones.
Capture contest. It was a picture of Carlos Bruno eating his spaghetti on the trail.
Yeah, and Jake Johnson came in. He nearly got the win with this one, but not quite. With wear a helmet to protect your noodle.
But the winner, and because this caption contest is aimed at me and my carbohydrate intake, I'm going to give it to Steve Perry. And he says, pasta makes you faster.
Nice, like it. Send your details via our Facebook page and we'll get you a t-shirt in the post. Time for this week's picture. Leave us your captions in the comment section down below.
That is a weird photo.
It's awesome.
Top comments this week, and I'm going to start with this one from our Gentleman's Rules video from Chris Gage, who says, don't bother saying hello to a roadie because they usually ignore you.
That is true, actually. I find if I'm on a mountain bike, they'll ignore me. If I'm on a road bike, I'll say hello.
Is that true? We should take it up with the GCN boys.
these roadies.
That's a good point, Chris. Well made.
And I've got one from the edge of sanity. And this is kind of strange, but kind of funny at the same time. He says, I always give a little cheeky butt wiggle as I pass fellow cyclists. It's a good way to get a smile or a wolf whistle.
Whatever floats your boat, I guess.
Yeah.
How do you do a wolf whistle whilst you're riding? And on cyclocross versus XC, we've got one from Charles Garay, who says, speaking of cyclocross versus XC, I'm still waiting for you guys to pit the lasts against each other. So Tom Last on GCN against Annie Last, the cross-country rider.
I think we should set that up.
We
would be
definitely
awesome.
should. We don't,
My money would be on Annie.
Annie, definitely.
It's so funny. Okay, tech this week. I found this bike, Tantrum Bikes, on Kickstarter. I thought it looked really interesting. It's doing really well on its funding. But then I found a review on it online and thought, oh wow, this bike's out there. Now, it says it's doing something completely revolutionary with its linkage. So what do you guys think of it?
I've read up about it, and it's the same guy actually who designed that Kona with the, what's it called, the magic link.
Yeah.
So this has got the missing link, and apparently this works, so it locks out when you pedal, but it's still active over the bumps.
So hang on a minute, he's developed the magic link and the missing link. So there seems to be something a little bit funny going on here with his naming.
They do look quite similar actually, the designs, and if I'm being honest, I don't love the look of this bike, but is that a fashion thing? I guess us mountain bikers, we want our bike to perform, but also look good.
I do want my bike to be beautiful.
Yeah, I guess you could give him credit as well, because it could be at early stages. He's wanting to get that money to get it going, and with that, perhaps he could invest in making it look a little bit more attractive.
That is true.
Yeah, well, he's definitely doing well on his funding, so that could happen.
But for me, I just can't really see how that suspension system works. So maybe we should have a little think about this and come back at a later date and rethink it.
Yeah, more investigation needed on Tantrum bicycles. Shoutouts!
I'm going to throw it to this one.
I don't know why I did that. It's time for some shoutouts.
Now, I'm going to throw to this one from Josh Carlson. It's about his journey to Crankworx and Whistler, his training leading up to it, his life moving from Australia to Canada, his training regime, his sort of family routine and how he works in having family with riding, training, and he actually gets third place at the Crankworx round in Whistler, which is pretty rad.
And I took a look at his bike at Whistler as well, so there's a pro bike check on Josh Carlson's bike on the channel. Nice. I'm going to throw to an amazing looking film. It's actually only a teaser this, but it's definitely worth talking about. And it's Brendan Fairclough's Death Grip.
Yeah, it looks incredible. Can't wait for it.
Cannot wait. It's got some of the raddest riders as well. You know, you've got like Nico Vink, Josh Bryson, Sam Reynolds. I just want to go and watch it
and
now.
Clay Porter, one of the best mountain bike movie makers of all time, is putting it together.
Yeah, it could be a game changer. And I'm going to throw to Urban Assaulting video with Andrew Young. Really like this one, black and white, pretty hardcore music, doing some really cool stuff on what looks like a dirt jump bike, but riding some really nice street. Something I really appreciate. Definitely worth a look, something a little bit different.
Insta bangers. This week I'm going to throw to Will Weston, a young British rider. Check out this video on Instagram. He has a massive crash.
Nasty. I'm going to throw to Rick Kokek, who is the world bunny hop record holder. This guy has got so much bounce in him, it's unbelievable. So you've got to check out his Instagram account just to basically blow your mind with bunny hopping.
Did he steal your world record?
No, mine was long gone when Rick come along.
I'm going to throw it to Laurie Greenland. He's down in New Zealand and he's having an absolutely amazing time by the looks of it.
What time is it?
It's bike vault time.
Oh yeah. Come on, let's get in there.
Go.
Right, we're in.
Oh,
Juan
super
David,
nice.
Juan David Gomez.
Super nice dog.
I don't know.
He's done the setting. He's got the dog. The bike's in there.
Yeah.
Super
It's
nice.
I love the way that
Kicking it off strong.
Yeah, the dog's got some action in him. Good job.
Great time.
Ooh, nice.
Oh man.
Cameron Abrams. Bit of snow.
It made me say nice immediately. So does that make it a nice? It's quite a.
Well, yes,
It's
does,
nice.
yes.
It's nice. Oh, hang on a minute.
Two bikes, two
Oh,
full-size
this is
helmets.
good.
I'm going to say nice because you can't actually see the bikes clear enough in detail, so it's a nice
It's a
one.
You know what I'm taking from this? That's a common style, that's a giant. They look exactly the same.
It's a good point.
Well made.
Wow.
The bike's leaning over a lot towards the camera. Byron, this is Byron Rizzo Biona. I like those
It's in
tanks. In the
Colombia.
Is this Narcos?
background. Dropper
I think
post.
Pablo's just sat in that tank in the background.
Maybe, but let's not go into it. Is
It's
it a
nice.
It's a nice.
Whoa, good tyres.
Wow.
Love it.
Dominic,
You've done everything I like
super
about
nice.
life. That's a super
Yeah,
nice.
super nice.
flipping out. Back to the 90s with those tyres,
Yeah.
but okay, I'll go with you boys.
Oh, I really like this one, guys. Martin from Bristol. I think, to me, right, it's muddy and it's grim, but that makes it super nice.
That's the Mendips. That's not so far from us, where we're sat at this very moment.
Super nice, Martyn. Well done.
Oh, it's another dog.
Now, does putting a dog in the bike vault get you a guaranteed
Hold
super
on.
nice? Is that a new
I'm
rule?
going to say this one no, because the dog actually covers half of it. So that's a nice from me.
So the new rule is you get a super nice if your dog's in the photo as well, unless it's covering
But
the
it's
bike.
got to have a good background. It can't just be a dog, a bike, and then an average background. It's got to be a good one. The first one that we kicked it off with, super nice, straight away. That one, nice.
Oh, and we're at the
Oh, around the bike vault.
Just in time.
It was a messy bike vault this week, but I was in there punching. We're all getting our words
We
out.
love seeing your
Oh.
pictors of dogs, so keep sending them to dirtshed@gmbn.com.
No, bikes.
Bikes.
Yes.
We love seeing the picture of your bikes for the bike vault.
And where can they send them?
I said dirtshed@gmbn.com.
Hey, I've got an idea, guys. Dog vault.
Oh,
No.
Phil loves it. Okay, it's time to check out your Ingenuity. How are you keeping your bikes running out there using some hacks and some bodges? And I'm going to start with this very simple hack from Nell Cruz. And as you can see, all he's done is zip tied a little bit of rubber there on his front derailleur, and that just makes his bike beautifully silent. The chain just slips onto the chain.
Hack approved.
Yes,
zips
very good.
and inner tubes, definitely a hack, yes, I like it. This one comes from Paul Sandy. So he wanted some wider bars, didn't want to stump up the money to do it, so he milled out these pieces of, what is that, aluminium?
Yeah.
And made his bars wider by inserting them in the end.
That's actually a really
That's
a
good.
great
really
idea.
cool modification.
Hack.
That's good, very good.
Okay, and this last one comes from David Hayes, who, first off, I'm going to say you should probably clean your bike because it's a bit dirty, but this is awesome. So he's used an old sort of, I don't know, it's a skewer plus a bit of an axle, put a jockey wheel on there, and it's a chain retention, so you can work on his bike with the back wheel off.
That's a clever,
Awesome.
clever situation.
Nice.
Yeah, I like it. Coming up on the channel this week.
On Saturday, it's cross training and mountain biking. Sunday, we've got a feature where it's cross country versus enduro. We had a bit of a race. You're going down.
No, it's uphill first. And on Monday, it's how to set up your new bike. Tuesday is our 5 favourite things about mountain biking. And our bonus, the top 7 hacks before you go riding.
On Wednesday, we've got a video on how to stop faster, and that'll take us to Thursday, where we'll be doing our usual regular Ask GMBN.
What's
And
on
then
Friday?
I don't know, I don't think we're doing anything Friday, are we?
No, no.
Are we doing anything?
Clocking off.
Oh, we could come in and do the Dirt Shed show. Let's do that.
Oh, but it's not just a Dirt Shed show. It's a Christmas show!
Dirt Shed show.
And we've got
my
some
God.
amazing guests. So if you haven't seen it on Instagram already, then you're going to have to wait and find out because it's going to be one big surprise. And the final piece of news in this week's Dirt Shed show is the fact that we've now got short sleeve jerseys
Awesome.
available in store to pre-order. And if you want to watch some more videos from GMBN, click right here for top 5 winter riding excuses.
And the opposite to that video, click over here for top 5 ways to get into riding in winter.
And you can click on the logo just here to subscribe. You'll get a brand new video every day of the week and all of our fabulous superstars on the channel.
Yeah, that's
Pretty good, eh? Hey, and remember to leave your comments down below about what makes you a real mountain biker.
And thumb up like.